Are you truly the captain of your own ship, or are you just along for the ride? Let's face it, you could be perfectly positioned for success, at the exact right moment, and still be failing miserably. Why? Because you're not seeing the bigger picture, you're stuck in the weeds. Most people react to life like deer caught in headlights, completely oblivious to the daily patterns that are holding them back. Think about it: wake up, grab your phone, rush around, complain about traffic, grab coffee, do what's expected, rinse and repeat. Sound familiar? You're operating on autopilot, the most basic level of human consciousness. Life's on fast forward, and you're not even in the driver's seat. I know, I lived like that for years. Dropped out of high school, bounced between dead-end jobs, oil changes, car washes, loading boxes, all reaction, no reflection. A gnawing emptiness, which I initially blamed on poverty, but later realized was far deeper, a profound lack of self-awareness. That's the danger. When you're unconscious, you don't choose your life, you react to it. Your boss criticizes you, and you explode. You get rejected, and you assume you'll always fail. Someone says, "That's not for you," and you believe them. It's pure instinct, like a baby crying because it's hungry or cold. No filter, no thought, no choice. If you're thinking, "But that's normal," then this is for you. Because normal is precisely what keeps most people unhappy, unfulfilled, living mediocre lives and calling it reality. You weren't born to react, you were born to respond star. That subtle shift changes everything. Reacting is being controlled, responding is choosing, thinking, acting with intention. It's reclaiming your power. It starts with awareness. Wait. I'm reacting. I'm on autopilot. How many times have you argued with someone and regretted it? Said yes to please others and felt resentful? Sabotaged yourself out of fear, ignoring that inner voice urging you forward? These are all signs of an unconscious mind, driven by habits you never consciously chose, decisions rooted in fear, scarcity, insecurity. The first step is acknowledging you're stuck. Because as long as you think, "That's just how it is," nothing will change. I only realized this by observing myself, my thoughts, behaviors, reactions. I started journaling, analyzing my mistakes. Why did I do that? How did I feel? Who was in charge? It felt silly at first, but gradually, I saw the hidden patterns. I reacted out of insecurity, fear of rejection, a deep-seated belief that I wasn't good enough. Then, I started making different choices. Science backs this up. Over 90% of our daily decisions are made unconsciously, like some hidden program running in the background. But by expanding your awareness, you become the programmer, not the program. Right now, you can pause, breathe, and ask yourself, am I reacting, or am I choosing? That simple question can alter the course of your day, prevent conflicts, open opportunities, and reveal that you have far more control than you think. Awareness is like a light in a dark room. It doesn't solve everything at once, it just illuminates the path. Once you see, you can't unsee. And maybe, just maybe, you've already started to see. This unlocks the next phase. Have you ever felt that pull back to old patterns, the invisible force sabotaging your best intentions? You start strong, motivated, energized, and then, you're back to procrastinating, overspending, dodging opportunities. That force has a name: your paradigm. Your paradigm is the mental programming that dictates how you think, feel, and act, often without your conscious awareness. It develops from birth, shaped by everything you've heard, seen, experienced, and believed to be true. It's like subconscious software, running commands that shape your behavior, your results, your reality. If you don't recognize it, you live within it, mistaking it for you, when it's merely a reflection of what you've been taught. I experienced this intensely. When I left those dead-end jobs to start my own business, my whole body screamed that it was wrong. No education, no experience, no one believed in me. My paradigm pulled me back like a rubber band. I'd say, "This time it's different," and the next day I'd be thinking, "What if I fail?" The danger was believing those doubts were mind star. They weren't, they were my paradigms. It works on almost everyone. You see an opportunity and think, is it for me? A promotion arrives, and you envision everything that could go wrong. A new project begins, and you feel instantly drained and doubtful. It's not coincidence, it's your paradigm keeping you in your comfort zone, however uncomfortable it may be. That cycle where you get extra money and find a way to spend it all. Someone gets success and makes a silly mistake that undoes it. That's your paradigm acting like an internal thermostat. If you try to exceed your mind's accepted success level, it creates situations, sabotage, distractions, fears to pull you back. This isn't just for struggling people. Fame, fortune, influence, it all crumbles eventually if the paradigm remains unchanged. Remember Britney Spears? At the height of her career, immensely successful, yet internally fragile. Public meltdowns, impulsive decisions, scandals. Her success surpassed what her mind could handle. It can happen to anyone if they are not conscious of who's in charge. To truly change your life, you need to become a new person. The obstacle isn't circumstance, time, or money, it's your interpretation and reaction to them. Identify your paradigm, examine recurring results, your thoughts when you dream big, the physical sensations when facing challenges. That anxiety? The tightness in your chest? That voice saying, it won't work? That's your paradigm. You can change it, but not overnight. Become aware of it. Journal limiting thoughts. Question them, is this true, or just old programming? Don't wait to feel ready, the paradigm won't let you. Act despite fear and doubt. Each step outside your comfort zone forces your brain to adapt, shifting your paradigm and expanding your capacity. Fear gives way to possibility. It's worth every step. On the other side is the life you've always dreamed of, fully accessible, and under your control. There's a massive difference between wanting and deciding. Most confuse desire with decision. They want change, more money, a better life, but their actions say otherwise. Wanting is passive, deciding carries weight. True decision means commitment to action, no matter what. That's discipline. Not rigid rules and punishments, but the ability to give yourself an order and obey. That's freedom, personal power. I learned this working for Toronto Fire Services. A secure, respectable job, but I felt restless, knowing I was meant for more. A man gave me, Think and Grow Rich. It changed me. I quit my job and started a cleaning business, no training, experience, or contacts, but I had decision and discipline. The first months were tough. People said I'd fail, and my paradigm fought back. But I remembered my promise, I'll obey. In a year, I made over $100,000, a fortune then. The money reflected an internal shift, I'd learned self-mastery. True discipline isn't waking at 5 a.m. or following a rigid schedule, it's acting even when you don't want to, doing what needs doing unseen, staying committed even when initial enthusiasm fades. Because it will fade. That's where most quit. Enthusiasm doesn't sustain transformation, discipline does. Research shows highly disciplined people are happier, more fulfilled, and healthier. They don't fight themselves, they do what they say they'll do, building self-esteem and confidence no external motivation can provide. True discipline arises when desire aligns with decision. Wanting to lose weight while binge eating is desire. Deciding to change your diet and sticking to it, day after day, that's discipline. Wanting to be an entrepreneur while complaining is frustration. Deciding to start, take the first step, fail, correct, try again, that's discipline. Ask yourself, am I wishing, or deciding? If it's deciding, prove it. Act now, not tomorrow, not when everything's perfect. Even a small step, writing an idea down, turning off your phone, saying no, strengthens discipline. Each fulfilled promise brings you closer to complete control. Want to feel good? Stop betraying yourself. Stop making empty promises. The pain of undiscipline is silent but devastating, eroding self-confidence, undermining dreams. But it changes the moment you say, with conviction, I'm the type of person who follows through, and you live like it. A decision, an order, and the courage to see it through. That's the path, the key. Your life might be shaped by beliefs that aren't even yours. Your views on money, success, love, purpose inherited? You were taught how life works, creating an illusion of reality. It's programming, not reality. As a child, you were told to fit in, to follow the crowd, not question, not stand out. Do what everyone else does. You accepted it, unaware. A child's brain absorbs everything as truth. Then you grow, feeling restless, wanting more, but a voice whispers, "Who do you think you are?" That's the most powerful invisible prison, social conditioning. It silences intelligent, talented people with immense potential, making them hide, self-sabotage, conform. Deep down, they believe they can't exceed their assigned limits. I saw it happen, and I lived it. I was told people like me wouldn't go far, find a job, pay bills, and don't complain. I believed it. I woke up uninspired, did what was necessary, came home exhausted, and repeated. I didn't even think it was wrong, it was everyone's normal. The danger? We protect that prison, clinging to it. We criticize different ideas, attribute success to luck, retreat from opportunity. Leaving the crowd is scary, uncomfortable, lonely, but necessary. A client asked my price. I hesitated, charging more felt arrogant, greedy. I was taught money was hard, rich people were selfish. But I forced myself to break the pattern. I charged fairly, but highly, and he accepted. The problem wasn't the price, but my self-image. I was stuck in a distorted view of my worth and what I offered. Most people live with a distorted self-image, wearing society's glasses, seeing themselves as small, limited, ordinary. But you're not. You accepted an identity, now refuse it, choose another, create a new one. Those success stories that begin, everyone laughed at me. They were mocked for breaking the mold, for daring to dream differently. It bothers people because liberation reveals the prison is a choice. Many prefer believing they are trapped to avoid the responsibility of escape. It's hard to admit you've accepted less than you deserve, but it's liberating. You accepted it, you can change it. Question everything, especially what you consider true. Do you believe making money is hard? Success is for a few? You unlucky? It's too late to change? Question it. Is this belief helping or hindering me? A repeated limiting belief masquerades as truth, but it's still a lie. Start small. Change your self-talk, what enters your mind, your environment, habits, references. Change your normal. Gradually, you'll see the world isn't fixed, closed, limited, it's plastic, flexible, malleable. You have the power to mold it if you release the old molds. Your current reality isn't what you deserve, but what you accept as possible. It can be rewritten, but you must see you're wearing the wrong lenses. Take them off, question everything, and rebuild your truth, one that liberates, not imprisons. Your external reality never surpasses your internal self-image. You can read books, watch videos, have the best strategies, but if you see yourself as ordinary, limited, insecure, your life will reflect that. The world responds to your inner self. Unlocking your potential isn't about overnight transformations, it's about a fundamental shift in your inner landscape. My breakthrough wasn't a sudden financial windfall, but the moment I started acting as if I were already the successful entrepreneur I envisioned, long before any tangible results materialized. This isn't arrogance, it's self-awareness. Remember those early days cleaning offices? No fancy suits, no luxury cars, no corner office. Yet, inside, I inhabited the feeling of success. I spoke like a successful entrepreneur, I thought like one, I even moved like one. Gradually, the world mirrored that inner shift. Opportunities appeared. People treated me with more respect. Financial success followed suit, a reflection of my internal reality. Your mind can't distinguish fantasy from reality. Studies show vividly imagining an action activates the same brain regions as actually performing it. Constantly picturing failure, self-doubt, and muttering, "I can't," programs your brain for precisely that outcome. Conversely, visualizing triumph, confidence, and decisive action sets your brain on a path to make it a reality. The catch? Most people want to *C** it to believe it. When I'm rich, then I'll be confident, they say. When I get promoted, then I'll be secure. It's the opposite. Belief precedes seeing. Act as if, and the universe realigns. This isn't some airy-fairy theory, it's a proven method. Consider someone who constantly proclaims bad luck, negativity, and a lack of inherent talent. They slump, hesitate, and stumble. The universe obligingly reflects their pessimism, opportunities vanish, people are wary, nothing flows smoothly. Now picture someone who stands tall, looks in the mirror and declares, "I'm built to win." Their actions reflect unwavering belief, even without outward proof. They attract respect, support, fortunate coincidences. They vibrate at a different frequency. You might think, but I don't feel that way. Acting the part would feel inauthentic. You already do this constantly. When you fake cheerfulness to avoid worrying someone, or smile through sadness, or say, "I'm fine," to avoid explanations, you're role-playing. Now, do it consciously, for your benefit. It's not deception, it's training. You're conditioning your mind to accept a new identity. The more you repeat this behavior, the more natural it becomes. No need for grand gestures. If you feel limited, start small. Improve your posture. Change your self-talk. Stop saying, "This is just who I am." Start saying, "I'm becoming a better version of myself every day." Look people in the eye. Keep your promises, even small ones. These small victories build a new self-image, brick by brick. Eventually, it ceases to be an aspiration and becomes your reality. I've seen it countless times. One young man, struggling financially and lacking self-belief, came to me for help. I told him to dress for success every day, regardless of anyone else's perception. To speak with purpose and walk with confidence. He initially felt ridiculous, but persevered. Within 3 months, he landed a new job. Within 6, he doubled his income. A year later, he was helping others achieve the same. He dared to act the part before the proof appeared. It's not magic, it's hard, uncomfortable, and you'll face self-doubt and criticism. You might crave your old self. But that's the difference between transformation and wishful thinking. Transformation happens when you refuse to be defined by your circumstances, by past traumas, failures, or external opinions, choosing instead to be guided by vision, self-awareness, and commitment. So, how have you been behaving? Like someone waiting for things to happen, or someone who understands the key is within? That answer dictates whether you repeat the past or build a new future. That choice is yours, right now. What stops many people from changing their lives, even with knowledge, resources, and motivation? The devastating answer: they don't believe they deserve it. Lack of self-worth is a silent killer of dreams. You can work hard, watch motivational videos, set goals, practice the law of attraction, but if a part of you believes you're not good enough, unworthy, or not ready yet, it all falls apart. You'll sabotage yourself. You'll delay and forget. You'll blame external forces, when the truth is you haven't allowed yourself to succeed. This lack of self-worth stems from various sources: critical parents, a culture that equates ambition with selfishness, past failures, constant comparisons. These factors create blocks, memories, and a cycle where success feels like guilt. You might feel uncomfortable imagining happiness and freedom. You subconsciously stay where it's safe, approved, and risk-free. I experienced this firsthand. Even earning well, I'd disappear, avoid clients, and feel paralyzed. Until I looked in the mirror and realized, I didn't believe I deserved this new life. I dwelled on my past, my mistakes, my missed opportunities, telling myself, "You aren't this successful man." I understood then that unless I addressed my self-worth, external actions were meaningless. Life would always pull me back. You might be struggling, trying, striving, yet feel chained. You might say, "If only I were luckier. If I'd had a different upbringing." But let me tell you something no one's ever said directly. you don't need to prove anything to deserve an extraordinary life. You don't need to suffer, pay dues, or wait for validation. You deserve it simply for existing. The sooner you accept this, the faster doors will open. It's no coincidence that people with high self-worth seem lucky. They attract good connections, recognize opportunities, express themselves confidently, and negotiate effectively. It's not magic, it's frequency, vibration. They don't ask permission to exist, they take up the space they deserve, and the world responds. Remember Oprah Winfrey? Born into extreme poverty, facing abuse and hardship, yet she chose, "I am not what happened to me, I am what I choose to become." She rebuilt her self-worth, step by step. She's one of the world's most influential women not because she was the smartest, but because she dared to believe she deserved it. She felt it in her very being. Reprogram your feelings about yourself. Stop looking backward, look inward. Repeat until you believe that you are worthy of a happy, prosperous, and meaningful life. For 7 days, write down 3 reasons why you deserve to succeed. It may seem hard, but persevere. This simple act creates space in your mind and heart to receive what's already trying to reach you. It's not the universe being late, it's not fate punishing you. It's you, standing with arms crossed before your own door. Open it. Receive what's yours. You deserve it. When you give yourself a command and obey it, something inside transforms. You're no longer controlled by old patterns, you become the leader of your own mind. Ready for the next step? The next video will deepen your journey. Click it and continue. Be a little better today than you were yesterday. Thank you for being here. See you in the next video.